It's very early in the morning on Wednesday, March 11th, 2015, here on Skidaway Island in the Landings. As you can see, our two owlets are suffering from postprandial lethargy, which is an obtuse way of saying they're full as they can be and they're sleeping it off. Mom's gone and the owlets look like they are just conked out, zonked out. I think Mom's going to be back in a little while, and they'll be up and eating again. So let's see when she does get back. It's about 20 minutes later, and the chicks are up and moving about now, wondering when Mom's going to be home. They could probably eat again. So it's about 15 minutes later. Mom is back, has brought some large prey. I can't quite see what that is, but I believe it's probably a squirrel. She's feeding herself, feeding the chicks, and the chicks are showing a little behavior of feeding each other, a little bit like Mom does. They're right over on the edge of the nest, but they have extremely good balance and terrific holding power with those very powerful claws. One of the owlets shows us their wingspan, and they're starting to show us this sharing, feeding each other ability. Mom is feeding herself, but continuing to rip things for the owlets, who could probably do all this themselves, but she wants them to grow very fast. I suspect she's ready for them to be flying. So in the next couple of weeks, their feathers will become fully formed. They'll be fully fledged and start branching, climbing out on the various branches, experimenting, flapping their wings to see if they can have enough lift to make themselves start to have confidence that if they step off the edge, they can handle it. They'll be very tired the first few flights. It'll take a tremendous amount of energy, but they'll very quickly get strong enough to fly and to get back to the nest. Mom and Dad will keep a very close eye on them around that time. Of course, they have since the day that they chose the nest. There's all kinds of predators that would have loved to have had scrambled eggs for breakfast, or nice, juicy little, plump little owlets. But Mom keeps a close eye on the nest along with Dad. And the owlets are getting to be huge. They almost look like they're nearly as tall as Mom is. So it's about 67 degrees here at about 4 o'clock, 3:40 in the morning on Wednesday, March 11th, 75 feet up above Skidaway Island in the Landings. By the way, I saw Mom yesterday in the middle of the day flying across from one tree to another across a fairway, which was about 100 yards wide. She has a huge wingspan, very rounded tips on her wings. She reminds me of a short takeoff and landing airplane that might be designed to fly stealthily into various areas. She's really highly adapted, flies completely silently. If you can't see her coming, you have no idea she's coming. And that's the way it is in the great horned owl nest. March 11th, 2015.